Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I've got a list of things that I want to share with you today. I've got fashion, I've got beauty, I've got books. Then at the end, for anyone who cares, I thought I'd do a bit of a life update and tell you what's going on with me and what I'm doing in September. So if you're interested, stick around for that. I never know why anyone cares, but there we go. 2 bags that I have been using back to back this month have been these 2, and I wanted to come and show you them, give you a really brief overview on how they've both been, particularly speaking because this one, I know a lot of you saw me unbox this back in July. Was it July? Was it August? I can't remember. Anyway, I've been using it a load and I had a lot of you asking me about wear and tear. Does it pull on things? Does it pick up every bit of dirt that it goes near? Starting with the Valentino. Now, I think I got this in May, and when I bought it in the Louisa Viorama flash sale that was on at the time. There was 40% off this. As soon as I saw it, I thought, for that kind of discount, I want to get it. I'd always steered clear of the Valentino bags, only because I've got a pair of Valentino rock studs, the shoe versions. Is the bag called Rockstar? I don't know. Anyway, I've got the shoes, and the quality's so bad. The soft leather on it wears very, very easily. So I was kind of a bit kind of like, do I want to try one of their bags? But because of the price, I thought I'm going to give it a go anyway. I am blown away by this bag. I've used it lots. And is that a mark there? I don't think it is. I've used it a lot, and I use it. I don't really worry about it. So what I mean by that is there's some bags, like this Chanel bag at the moment, I'm really taking care of it and making sure it doesn't touch anything, because it's the kind of bag that can get dirty and then I'm stuck. I don't know what to do to clean it. This is the size medium. I did look at getting the size large, which is kind of, it looks like the size of the Chanel Jumbo. I didn't get it only because I've seen when you hold the handle that it kind of crinkles in the middle, and I wanted something that held its shape a bit more. So back in July, I was using this bag and I was using this bag, and I was swapping between the two. I think quite a few of you saw this. This is from Senreve, and I was using this a lot because in July it was really boiling hot and I was going out for loads of walks and stuff like that, and this is the best bag ever if you're going to do that. And you see all the inner compartments that it has, so it makes it quite tidy when you put things in there. You can fit a water bottle in it, but it's still a mini sized bag. When I go on holiday in September, I'm going to take this bag. I've already had those of you asking me what I do when I go on holiday, and do I take designer bags? Most of the times I don't, just because particularly if I'm going on a beach holiday, I can't take the bag on the beach, and I always worry if you're going somewhere hot, I don't want the bag necessarily in hot daylight all day. Does that make sense? Because it can damage it. So with this, I'm not going to worry, and it's practical. So that's what I was using in July. Then in August, as I said, I moved on to these 2. I'm going to talk a bit now about this bag. This is the first Chanel bag I've ever had in tweed. When I first saw it, I was with David at the time, and he's only seen the full leather versions, and when he saw it, he was like, that's really weird. They're very kind of squishy and malleable, which is weird at first. Annoying things about it. There is only one thing I can tell you that really annoys me, and I'm going to demonstrate it actually. When you want to close the bag, hang on. I'm actually going to show you the problem. When you want to close this bag, it's really, okay, so that bit's gone through, and then you have to twist it. When the bag has actually got stuff in it, you cannot, because this bit sags inwards, does that make sense? When you try and do that, it doesn't go far enough through to be able to get hold of it and twist it. So really you have to get hold of the bag and properly squeeze it down in order to do it. It's something that when I started using it, I was like, oh, I've just found out something that's annoying about this bag. And when you're at a checkout or at the till and you've got to put your stuff away quickly and move away, it's really annoying. More so for the people in the queue behind you. I don't know what you do with these when they need cleaning. I just don't know, because they're kind of knitted. So they're my 2 favourite bags of August and a bit of July as well. I'm just gonna what have I done with this? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start with candles. It's actually not beauty, but the rest of it is. Two that I have been addicted to this summer. The first one is this, which is Velvet Rose and Oud. This is one of my favourite fragrances, I think, from Jo Malone. I've been mixing the two. So I've been burning this with Peony and Blush Suede. I found out from Jo Malone that their things are designed to be mixed, so you can custom make your own fragrances. When you put these things together, they're really good, because this, the Peony, has got a leather element in it, which works quite nicely with the Oud element in this. But then the floral rose element works really well with the Peony in this. So the two of them together are good. Give this a go, you know, if you have got candles at home from Jo Malone, I can't speak for other brands, but if you've got Jo Malone candles, try burning a couple together and making a different scent with it. You know that I'm always on the lookout for skincare. Stuff that has been working so well is as such. You're so bored of me talking about this, but I've been using this for 2 years. It is the best eye cream. I have not been able to find anything to beat it. It is from a lady who makes all her own cosmetics. She sells on Etsy. Everything is cruelty-free, vegan. She does candles, she does skincare. The eye cream, what I find this is really good for is if you have dry skin or dry under eyes, or if in general you do your makeup and you feel that fine lines get shown up, you know, just expression lines when you're talking, I've found that this has been really excellent for minimizing them. A couple of new brands that I've been using this month and I've been pretty surprised by, actually. The first is Gatineau. I've used Gatineau before, years back, and it's very difficult to find, and I've seen it on QVC a few times, but it's not the kind of thing that you can walk into Boots and find. It's normally in, where I used to get it was kind of, you know those independently run pharmacy chemists where they have premium skincare that is like Swiss, let's say, and you don't get it anywhere else. I used to buy it in a place that did that, but then they shut down. Anyway, I've been trying a few things, but the most notable, first of all, is this. This is a radiance enhancing gommage. It says exfoliator, and when I tried it, I thought it was going to contain like gritty pieces. It doesn't. It's like a gel. It's a really thick gel. You wash your face and you put it on your skin when your skin is dry. Then you rub it in, and at first it's really difficult to rub in because the gel's quite thick. Then it turns into like a water, like a watery oil. Weird. My God, your skin after looks brightened, it looks plump, it looks glowing, it looks really, really hydrated. And I don't know how it does it, frankly. I don't know how. I don't know. Anyway, it works. It's really good. Another thing from them, this is actually the same product, but I'm going to explain something. So this is an anti-aging. It's got an SPF in it. It's got SPF 30. It's an anti-aging, kind of like a CC cream. And let me show you it here. The reason why I have two is because I can't get my exact colour. So what I do is I've got medium and dark, and I mix them. I kind of mix them, and the finish that it leaves on my skin is what I'm wearing right now. I've got 3 more things. These were given to me, but wow, this is the first thing. By the way, I'm not paid to talk about this, okay? I got given it. I actually got given it a while ago, and I thought I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see what it's like. This is excellent. When I got given this is Elizabeth Arden Superstar Skin Renewal Booster. When I got given this, the lady that I was talking to described it as crack for your skin. When you started using this, she was like, in the office, everyone's saying that you start using this and it's when you don't use it that you really notice the difference. And I was like, okay, well, I'll give that a go. This is a serum that you use twice a day when you wake up and then when you go to bed. And I just use a dot here, here and here. And then I also put it down my neck. It's a clear serum. It hydrates, but it kind of retextures your skin. It takes a while to get there, but I've really noticed that it kind of smooths out really minor problems, like pores, for example. It really smooths them over. It took me probably about 2 weeks to notice it, but I did definitely get to a point where when I wasn't using it, I forgot to use it one evening, and the next day when I was doing my makeup, I did kind of notice, and I thought, oh, maybe I didn't sleep very well. And then I was like, oh, I didn't use this. I wonder whether that could be it. And it has definitely become a product that I feel I can't go without, which is probably bad because it's probably quite expensive. The other thing is this. I've never actually used the 8-hour cream before in my life. I've known about it. I didn't really know too much of what it is. I do use Elizabeth Arden. There's a really good mascara. I think it's called Standing Ovation, and it's brilliant. So I was trying this 8-hour cream, and the background to 8-hour cream, I've been using it nightly. It's really thick and it kind of smells a bit. But when you put it on, it's designed specifically to heal problems on your skin. So I don't use it every night. If I've got really bad spots, or if I've got sore skin, or there's something problematic with my skin, that's when I put it on. And I cover my whole face with it. You could just go over the particular area in question. The background to it is that Elizabeth Arden created the formula back in the early 1900s, and it was used on horses, as I understand, whenever they had wounds. It was used because, and it was called 8-hour because it healed the wounds within 8 hours. And then it's been reformulated over the years, and it's been used now in skincare. Tried it the first couple of times in the evening, woke up and I was like, wow, that's actually really good stuff. It does leave your skin very clean and pure feeling and smooth. One thing that I am using daily is this. This is the 8-hour cream version of a day cream. It's got SPF 50 in it. I'm gonna really quickly talk about books that I'm reading at the moment before going on to like life stuff and talking to you about that. I don't really read. It's been something that I've been trying to do more this year, and I don't read for the pure fact that I like reading content off the internet, whether it's the news or different articles written by different journalists. I enjoy reading there, so 9 times out of 10 I'm on my iPad, or I'm on my laptop, or I'm on my phone. And I just wanted to kind of break it down a bit, because I get like quite bad insomnia from time to time, and I think my phone plays a really big part, because I'm looking at the screen right before I go up to sleep, and then as soon as I turn the phone off and I like close my eyes, I'm like buzzing. One that you probably already know about, because I spoke about this at Christmas, is this. If you get anxiety, if you get depression, if you don't get those things to an extreme degree where you need to go and see a doctor or something, but you definitely struggle with life stress. This is very interesting because it's based on the concept of, okay, so something bad might be happening in your life and it might be making you feel a certain way. It teaches you to look at things from the point of view of, does it really matter? Someone said to me years ago, whenever you get really wound up and stressed about something, think this: one day you'll be dead. And I know that sounds really extreme, but as soon as you think that, suddenly you're like, God, it doesn't matter. So what if that happened? One day I'll be dead, doesn't really matter. And this book isn't as depressing as that, but it kind of teaches you that mentality. 2 other books that I've been reading are these. These were actually sent to me, and they are written by a subscriber. They are brilliant, and I first read them last year when I went on holiday. They're quite short books. I read 2 of these on the plane on the way to where I was going. They're light-hearted, but at the same time they're not. It's about a girl that's going through some difficulties, and she's living at home with her mum. She's got a job that she hates. Her gran's really ill, and she's dealing with the stress of her gran being ill and eventually passing away, and in the middle of it she meets a really nice guy. So it kind of reminds me of the books that I would read as a teenager, but a more grown-up version of it. So it's quite light-hearted, it's quite easy reading, it's not too heavy, and also I like the fact that they're just short stories, so they're easily digestible. And then that is like the second part. A couple of things to update you on. So I've got a wedding coming up, and I'm bridesmaid for it, one of a few different bridesmaids, and I have been in charge of putting together like the order of service for the actual ceremony. I'm quite proud of myself on these, and I thought I'd come and show you, because for any of you getting married, you might like the idea, you might think it's totally rubbish. Either way, it's fine. On the front of the order of service, I want to make, for all of the guests, I want to make a mini version of the bride's bouquet so that people can take it with them and it looks cute, kind of thing. Now the bride's bouquet looks very similar to this. So what she's got is flowers that look like, it's kind of that shabby chic way where it looks like you might have gone outside and picked them. I got 100 of these things to make, and your hand after a while kills you because you use wire to sort of wrap them together. But for any of you who want an idea and you like that, I thought that was quite nice, and I got everything from Hobbycraft, including that ladybird. So that's the first thing going on, and kind of the stressful thing is the next day I'm going on holiday, which is probably like the worst planning that I've ever done, because I'm likely going to feel a bit tired and a bit probably hungover. And so the next day we're gonna go immediately and drop our rabbits off at, there's like rabbit boarding, like kennels that you can go and take your rabbits to, and there's a lady that always looks after them for us, and she's got her own rabbits, so you know they're pretty like looked after. I tell you what, where she keeps them is proper luxury. As always, thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.